Hi, my name is Maddie, and I am on a journey of weight loss and financial wellness after last year when I had a baby. And March is National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. If you guys didn't know, my mother-in-law beat colorectal cancer last year in 2025. She had stage 3. It was horrible, honestly. It was really debilitating. It obviously changed her life. It changed all of our lives in a really big way. And we're so happy that she's healthy and on the mend. So colorectal cancer is actually the leading cause of death for men under 50 years old, and it's the second leading cause for women. And one of the big components of potentially getting colorectal cancer is not getting enough fiber in your diet. Everybody likes to wax poetic about protein, the war on protein. But I feel like not enough people are talking about freaking fiber. Fiber is so important in your diet. It lowers all total mortality by 10% if you consistently get all the fiber you need in a day. It's something I constantly and consciously try to work toward. However, it's something my husband is not the best at. I'm calling him out. I'm calling you out, Henry. He's not the best about getting all of his fiber in. He is a big cereal and milk type of snacker. You know, I love him, but he's just not the best. But on the twist side, he's also not a very picky eater. So we are subjecting him, and really us, but honestly, I do want the focal point to be Henry in this video, to getting his daily fiber intake. Now, women under 50 are expected to get about 25 grams of fiber in their diet per day. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, I'm proud if I get 20. And men are expected to get 38 grams of fiber, which is wild. It is wild. I just how the hell does one do that? And so I am intimidated by the 38 grams of fiber a day goal. So we are going to start gently, and we're going to do 30 grams of fiber. And for anyone that's like, well, maybe that's not good enough. That's not the recommendation. First of all, something is better than nothing. And second of all, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, I don't really have any rules. We are going to try to do it via Whole Foods as much as we can, but we're not against I don't know, a wheat bread or a seeded kind of bread that might have some fiber, or I don't know, certain types of wraps. I will say there is one thing that, for the sake of this challenge, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just for the sake of this challenge. I will not be doing things like Sola bagels, which are delicious. Has 29 grams of fiber in this bad boy, and carb balanced tortillas. I'm not doing it. Now, if I find a whole grain tortilla, cool, we good with that. But I'm not gonna do those specific things, again, just for the sake of the challenge. Totally fine if you wanna do that. I'm not knocking it at all. And I'm also not saying that there will be zero processed food. The other thing is I'm not showing you every single thing that Henry is eating, because this is gonna be a week-long challenge, and I feel like there's gonna be enough food footage to go through. Also, just keep in mind that I too will be eating this stuff. I'm not just preparing it for him and being like, here you go, honey, enjoy. Now I'm going to go make second dinner. I'll be eating some semblance of this stuff as well, just probably not as much, because I don't get as many calories, because men get a lot more calories in the day, those jerks. When I figured this out, I was not happy.
Fuck you.
Why?
You can go straight to hell as far as I'm concerned.
For what reason this time?
So I'm setting up the Lose It app thing so we can track your fiber.
Yeah.
But of course the Lose It app, it tracks calories.
Sure.
And you can go straight to hell. You can go straight to hell right away. Do not pass go, and do not collect $200.
Can you at least tell me why?
Okay.
Okay.
A pound and a half a week for me, that's
Yeah.
going to run me 1,381 calories.
Man, that's steep. I'm sorry, baby. How many do I get?
2,362 calories. You get 1,000 more calories than me, you asshole.
I'll put them to good use. I'm sorry. I can't help it that I'm a man. It's not my fault that the calorie gap likes me more.
You don't weigh that much more than me, because the answer is the heavier you are, the
Yeah.
more calories you get. You don't even weigh that much more. You go straight to hell.
Aww.
So I am excited and nervous about this challenge. I don't know, it just feels like a lot of planning, but it's okay. So I thought I would start out really gentle, really easy for day one and just get all of the fiber out of the way in one meal. And that meal is this avocado bean toast by Nutrition by Kylie. So I actually have a video where I tested out a few recipes from this cookbook. She also does have a YouTube short with this, so I will link all recipes down below. It has a crazy amount of fiber. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin, but I have made it before. It was delicious. Henry really enjoyed it, and so that will be day one. I don't know how I'm gonna like frame this video or whatever, but day one, bada bing, bada boom, get it out of here. Let's make some breakfast and pray for me this week, and pray for Henry. I'm a little worried about like his bowel system. I'm sorry, I know that's gross, but fiber. Okay, let's do it.
What are you doing? There's nothing here for you. What is happening here?
So after you address your begging cats, you want to take some avocados and add them to a mixing bowl. My other avocados were rock hard, kind of like your dad. So I used some holy guacamole packs instead. Avocados have a fair amount of fiber already, but you know what has even more fiber? Beans. You want to add some rinse and drain beans to a mixing bowl and just mash her on up. Now, I like beans, but if it's mashed up well enough, you literally would never guess that there are beans in there. I don't know why, but with like the lemon juice and the salt and the pepper and the avocado, it just does not taste like beans to me. So if you're not a bean lover, still give it a try. Once your concoction is mashed to your liking, you want to take your toasted bread. Yes, toasting is necessary because the bread has to be stiff, like your dad. Stiff enough to hold the avocado bean concoction. 2 of these pieces are for Henry, and 1 is for me. After that, you want to top with some arugula. You could do spinach, but arugula adds some like earthy pepperiness to it. I love it. I did not know I liked arugula before I tried this, and I do. Then some cherry tomatoes, and girl, is gonna be better with some feta. Then you want to drizzle this balsamic glaze. I feel like this is necessary. It is so good. It adds a sweetness to everything. And she also does call for a drizzle of olive oil, but I am watching my calories, so I just went with a little spritz of olive oil with my olive oil spritzer. And then the last optional step is to check in on your cats, who for some reason feel like they have a stake in all this. Hello and welcome to day 2, ladies. Nobody judge the fact that I'm wearing the same shirt that I was wearing yesterday. Nobody judge that. Just don't. For some reason, the cats are hanging around as if like I'm making something for them. Like, I don't know why. But today, we are going to make a number of things to hit our fiber goals. And I say we because obviously I kind of feel like I focused in on Henry yesterday, but like I'm also partaking. We want fiber goals for this girl too. I'm just focusing on Henry because he has a higher fiber goal. And we are here with a dense bean salad. This is courtesy of Liam, the plant slant, and really it's not courtesy of him. He reacted to it, but he was the one that brought it to my attention. It is a very Mediterranean friendly type of recipe. So we'll just get into it. So the first thing are drained and rinsed chickpeas and black beans. So we're gonna put those in there. Big bowl too, big old bowl. Put that there. And then next up, oh my God. Next up we have 2 cucumbers, a bevy of tomatoes, some cherry tomatoes and some of aroma tomato I had left over, and somebody once told me, I'm so sorry, some red onion, like half of a red onion. If you guys who follow me would know that I actually don't like cucumber, but I did have a video where I was like trying vegetables I don't like, And I surprisingly did enjoy the cucumber in like one of those, sometimes you just got to eat a whole cucumber type videos. I did enjoy it, so I'm going to give it another try. You know, I know that my son Hank at some point will be trying solids, and I want to be able to look him in the face and tell him, hey man, I was trying foods. Well, he's already on solids, but eventually he'll become picky. But I want to be like, hey man, I was trying foods well into my 30s and finding things that I liked. So, ain't no shame in my game. But, okay, so next would be some banana peppers. And this is a measure with your heart type of recipe. I mean, I used 2 cucumbers. I don't know. The tomatoes were measured with your heart, but with these banana peppers, I'm just going to put, I don't know, a fair amount. Banana peppers have a lot of flavor. I actually really like banana peppers. If you don't like banana peppers, try it again. So probably a little more. A package of mozzarella pearls. Okay, and then before we add the dressing, we're gonna shake it up. Hoo, hoo, shake it up. Now, isn't she gorgeous? You are supposed to add fresh parsley. However, fresh produce can get a little slimy. So we're just gonna like top with that as we go. But yeah, oh God, okay. Starting to get a little hungry now. They don't give exact measurements, but your girl is on a weight loss journey, so I will give you guys measurements for the dressing. So I'm gonna do this bean salad is 8 servings. I'm going to do a half a cup of olive oil, probably, I don't know, 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. Like I don't want quite a 1/4 a cup. The one thing I'm not gonna measure is banana pepper juice because it basically has no calories. I mean, not 0, but it doesn't have much. I don't know, at least a tablespoon. I'll do like a shade more. Okay, and then we're gonna froth it up. Now, I know you're probably like, Maddie, add some salt and pepper. I think I'm gonna add it as it's also being served because salt tends to make things sweat and release liquid. And I do want this to stay good for a few days. So I will not be salting yet, in my opinion. If I'm wrong, because that is my educated guess. If I'm wrong, holla at your girl. Okay, give it a little pour. Wow, she's beautiful. Another rendition of Shake It Up. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, and then Henry will come home for lunch and we will see how he feels about it. This is one of those things, much like an actual pasta salad, where it apparently gets better the longer it sits in the fridge. Bean salad, everyone.
All right, so Henry has 2 servings of a bean salad. I'm something of a bean salad myself. And it is time to give it a taste test.
All right, we'll give it a go.
Any day now, Richie.
Sorry, I was just trying to get some pieces to it, you know?
No, yeah, go ahead and try to get the perfect. It's a bloodbath.
It does give to mind some pasta salad.
Yeah, it's pasta salad without the pasta.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Oh, good. I like it.
I think it's pretty good. I feel like it's grown up. I feel adult eating it.
Adult.
So the dishwasher was actually running while I was making the next 2 recipes, but this is a white chicken chili. I have made this on the channel before, and it is truly a winter staple in our house. We eat this even when we're not doing this challenge. So this time around, I did double up on the chicken breast for extra protein, and I really wanted this recipe to last for several meals. Then I did that fancy thing where you measure all your seasonings ahead of time and add them to a bowl and sprinkle it on top. After that, you want to add your various accoutrements in the form of some white beans, corn, and 2 cans of diced chilies. If you want the chili to be spicy, then get spicy diced chilies, and if you want it to be mild, then get mild green diced chilies. Finally, you want to add some chicken broth, and because I doubled the chicken breast, I did add 2 extra cups of chicken broth to the crock pot. Once that ish cooks on high for 3 to 4 hours, you then want to take your chicken breast out and shred it, and I swear I always regret when I don't just get the damn hand mixer out, and I do it with forks, but it is what it is. Like, one day I'll learn, maybe. After that, you want to get some reduced fat cream cheese. I did 3/4 of a block this time, and then you also want to add probably about 1/4 a cup of half and half. And finally, nobody judged me, but we were out of shredded cheese, so I straight up added some Sargento thin sliced cheese.
it melted just the same. And then I didn't show it, but we pretty much always top this with some avocado. And bada bing, bada boom, dinner is done. Feel free to take a picture or screenshot this written recipe because wouldn't you know it, it's actually my recipe. My very first YouTube short actually features this recipe, but I cannot watch that ish without cringing, so let's just make it together again. For better or for worse, I actually prepped this ahead of time and added it to a blender when I was ready to actually blend it. You can actually add steamed cauliflower or cauliflower rice to this, and it does not make the smoothie taste like cauliflower at all. I didn't have that at the moment, so I just added a little more frozen berries to get the fiber count up just a smidge more. Also, I used to strain out the seeds of the smoothie, but that does actually take away from the fiber. I just had this janky ass $10 blender, but last year my mama got me a Ninja blender, and that really helped with it not being so seedy. Henry actually said it was very good and not super seedy at all, so I hate to say it, but bougie blender for the win, y'all. Between 2 servings of the bean salad coming in at 12 grams of fiber, 1.5 servings of the chili with avocado having 15 grams of fiber, and this smoothie coming in at 12 grams of fiber, Henry actually did hit his fiber goals and got 39 grams of fiber, y'all. Let's go on to a slightly less intense cooking day in the form of day 3. So day 3, we kept it simple with a serving and a half of leftover white chicken chili with half of a small avocado. This meal alone contains 19 grams of fiber. For dinner, I did forget to film his plate, so you're actually seeing my plate. His plate had more vegetables on it. He had about 150 grams of broccoli and 25 asparagus spears, which meant that dinner had 12 grams of fiber. And then, if that wasn't enough, he also had some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with a banana. Bananas actually have 3 grams of fiber, which I did not know that. Then between the peanut butter, sourdough bread, chia smashed jelly, this meal had 11 total grams of fiber, bringing today's count to 42 grams of fiber. Holy crap, y'all. Hello, and welcome to day 4. Part of my confusion is because I actually had to switch some days. Like I planned a lot of this video ahead of time. I was originally going to make another like massive crock pot meal, but we don't have that much room in our fridge. So switching up the days, it's okay. Crock pot meal come tomorrow. So today, Henry had 2 helpings of bean salad along with some rotisserie chicken that we are finishing off. And for dessert, he's going to have these pumpkin muffins that I have made before on the channel. I actually added some Lily's chocolate chips, so they are now 5 grams of fiber per pumpkin muffin instead of 4. We are here for it. But for dinner, this was originally supposed to be Friday night's dinner, and I like to eat something fun on Friday or Saturday night. Usually we go out to eat. We're trying to save money, so we're trying not to do that. But I am making ramen noodles at home. You might be like, well, maybe that's lame, but we're gonna up it. We're gonna make it good. I promise. So it is ramen noodles. It's bulldog specifically, and it's almost like a ramen mac and cheese type vibe. And it's calorically dense. I'm gonna be real. Like my portion is 1,000 calories. It's a lot of calories. It's meant to be an indulgent meal, but I did want at least one indulgent meal so that I could show like, hey, here are some things that you can add. Here are some things that you can do. Surprisingly, a packet of bulldog has 4 grams of fiber already. Like, what? Who is she? Okay. So basically though, oftentimes whenever I indulge, I'm not thinking about macros at all. It is what it is. It's thoughtless. And so I was like, you know what? Let's not be thoughtless. Let's see what we can do. Although, to be honest, this is what I add to my ramen always anyway, but still. That doesn't mean that you guys didn't know about this. So we are going to cook ramen. I won't be able to talk after this because Hank will be asleep. But yeah, it's a very good recipe. So I've seen it all over TikTok. So I hope you guys enjoy. And I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's day of eating. We are over halfway there and we are living on a prayer. Okay, I'll see myself out.
When I'm up through the night, I can't turn down the noise. Say all the words out of my mind about who I'm supposed to be. I start to believe I can't get it right. Remember the days I let slip away. They were simpler times. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are. Don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars. You'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Maybe my compass was wrong, and I'm still on my way closer each day to where I belong. I'm still rolling the dice, praying sometimes it don't last that long. I'm losing my faith, I'm walking away.
Okay, we are back at it again. I don't know why I always feel the need to open the day with that. It is day 5, baby, and I just want to like apologize for anybody that's watching this video that's like, I want some diverse recipes, and I'm like, well, too bad, it's beans.
Dude, these look bussin'. Do you want a brownie?
I want a brownie.
You want a brownie?
I want a brownie.
Well, too bad. They're beans.
Because, for any bean haters, really sorry, because the next recipe that we are making, I'm so excited about, is 15 bean soup. Look how beautiful they are. I sorted them into friends and enemies, as I think Beatrice Crusoe once said. I mean, by that, I just mean I looked at them to make sure there weren't any, like, things, and then I also rinsed them. That's something else you're supposed to do. So 15 bean soup, I will link the recipe that I found below. I've seen this variation like a million times. I will link the one below. She does use a full stick of butter, won't be doing that. And I will say, she also, literally, she opens the video saying, if you're low on iron or anemic like me, and I'm like, oh girl, that's me, it's me. So, it is literally a pack of the 15 bean soup mix. And here's the thing, I know that, like, you know, there's a lot of bean haters out there, but beans are a plant-based situation. So 15 bean soup, I bet this is amazing for your gut health. I know a lot of people who are like, no, I don't like it, beans mess me up. Eat more fiber every day, start gradually, and work your way up to beans. Okay, next up are these smoked turkey legs. Now do my stanky leg, do my stanky leg. I've got those. Okay. And then I literally got pre-chopped everything. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. So this is celery. This is a fajita mix. Now I did give this a rough chop just because because it's fajita mix, they were like in strips. Garlic, I'm gonna just use the rest of mine. So this does come with like a seasoning packet of its own. We are gonna add that in. And then this is a measure with your heart type of recipe. Now she did say a good amount of onion and garlic powder. I feel like this is the true holy trinity. So, oh God, okay, that was a lot of garlic powder. And I'm not mad. Onion, what you doing? Because this makes like 10 servings, I think. This makes a lot. A shitload of paprika. And she also, like, she added a lot. cover it. I'm gonna dust it. Some slap you mama. I'm not gonna be as liberal with this one. She also says optional apple cider vinegar, and I will do that just because I have it. Oh God, I hate the smell of apple cider vinegar. Oh, I almost forgot. She also said pepper. She said a good amount too, so. Collard greens, a whole container. I think mine is 16 ounces, and I'd be right. And it borderline is too much for my crock pot, but the collard greens do cook down a lot. Okay, and then last but not least, 8 government cups of chicken broth. There we go. Oh yeah, that makes a difference. And then you want to let it go on high for, they say 8 hours. I kind of felt like 8 hours wasn't even enough. I'm going to do 8.5. And in 8 hours, we'll have dinner.
8:01 p.m.
Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon.
So I don't know what happened with day 6. The only reason I have this clip is because I took it on my phone, but I can't find what I took on my camera. The other clips were like clips from previous days, but it was what he ate. So for lunch, he had some pork chop and a lot of broccoli. I took this after he had already eaten some. He also had some bean salad. And later that night, he had a pumpkin muffin. And then for dinner, because we made enough food for a small army, he had another bowl of delicious and nutritious bean soup, 15 bean soup. And it was very good, no regrets.
My life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon.
Okay, it is the last day of the challenge. I'm so happy. Not that it's done, but just that we did it. We did it pretty well. There were days that he hit his actual daily recommended amount of fiber. He didn't just hit 30 grams. He hit 38 grams. I will say I realized in doing all this that whenever I was planning it like Henry only gets a serving of a meal, like a serving of food like I do. And as we established earlier in the video, he gets a lot more calories. Guess what? A lot more calories means a lot more allowance for fitting in your macros, such as fiber. I don't know how I just didn't think about that. I was just like, how am I ever going to get to 38 grams of fiber? Turns out it's easy when you can eat like a 600 calorie dinner, no problemo, whereas I'm like sitting there like the equations lady trying to figure out how I'm going to make this work within my macros. Bastard. Okay. Men suck. Another reason they suck. All right, let me stop. Either way, I thought that this was great. I'm sorry to the bean haters out there. I am sorry if you hate beans and you were disappointed. I will say in honor of the bean haters, I will make a dinner tonight that is sans beans, no beans. And if you guys really want, I guess I could try this challenge in the future without beans, but I'm afraid, okay? Having said that, for the last day, Henry did have leftovers again. I'm sorry if the leftovers frustrated you guys, but like, we're not rich and famous. We're poor and dowdy. Either way, we eat the food we have at home. We have food at home, so we're going to eat it. So Henry had some leftover white chicken chili today. It was very good. I didn't get any footage of it, but he did eat yet another pumpkin muffin because we are honestly obsessed with them. They are our sweet treat. They are delicious. I don't know. It's just like a sweet, healthy thing that we both enjoy. Let me know what your sweet, healthy treat is that you like. And then he also enjoyed this those like pretzel hummus packs. Now I will say they have a lot of calories, but there aren't a lot of like grab and go fiber options. So went ahead and got him with one of those to snack on. It has 7 grams of fiber. I mean, that's really great for a snack. And then so for dinner tonight, we are going to have well, okay, I don't know why I'm holding it up like we're only eating sweet potatoes. We're gonna have a nice, delicious Thai chicken curry. It's gonna be very good. I'm excited. But the recipe specifically says that you can have it with sweet potato. You can have it over a sweet potato. And I had not done that before. However, I don't know, I realized I have free will. I can do that. And so we tried it last time we had the curry and it was so good. 10 out of 10, do recommend. I also like to add like a cup of cauliflower rice, a nice bedding of cauliflower rice as well, because it just soaks in the flavor of the curry and it's delicious. Also some extra fiber there. So that is what we will be having.
Left a star glowing in your eyes when I'm not aware. You left a scar. I fall into your lies all again. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Let me feel it again. Let me feel it. Fall into your I found the rain dripping down your eyes when I'm not around. I found myself, but I fall into your lies all again. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Let me feel it again. Let me feel it. Fall into your
But if you guys liked this video, do all the usual things. Like, comment, and subscribe, because the YouTube wizards, they love that for the growth of our channel. Please remember to get your daily recommended amount of fiber a day. And if you're over 40, be sure to go for your colonoscopies, all your checks that you need to make sure that you are healthy. You know, a lot of cancers have a much, much higher survivability rate if they're caught early. So don't neglect your health, you guys, because I love you guys and you guys are the best. I hope you got something good out of this video. Sometimes I make videos because, you know, for me, and sometimes I make videos for you. And this one, I hope this was for you. I hope you got something out of it. I'm ready. I'm ready to eat. I was born ready to eat. Bye. Bye.